Well, it's a great joy for me to be here and able to speak to you all tonight. And I remember with so much happiness the days I were with you in Newport some years ago, meeting you all and seeing the wonderful work and hearing about the wonderful work you were doing in Africa, especially, which I hadn't known so much about, and all about the wonderful work you also do with people in Newport itself who are going through a rough spin. Surely we can only thank God for the inspiration and move that He moves in our dear friend Ron's um, soul to start HHIV, because it really meant absolutely everything to us. I perhaps don't know if you know the story, but having worked for some 25 years with Father Gabriel in the Trapadum, when he got old and died, um, the congregation he belonged to took over the work, and it was at that time that Philip and I thought we would start a small independent charitable society, and we made 3 or 4 sort of false starts. We called the women together to work, and but we didn't have the money to pay them, and we didn't have money for Philip's salary, and each time it fizzled out. And it was only when HHI came to the rescue, and also Peter and Sue from uh, Friends of the Banyan Tree, that it became a stable and feasible operation, and things worked ahead well and developed. And so we can only thank God for that, and for HHI, which meant everything to the work. You'll probably understand that it's been possibly a little bit difficult for me after living in India for so long to be back here in Australia, because in India was where my life was, and my love of the work and the people and my friends. And so I thought it would be difficult, but it has been a happy time also. I'm in a very pleasant little spot in the southeast of Victoria, in a little village on the coast um, and it's a beautiful little place with very, very nice people, and living fortunate to be living with my sister, who's wonderfully good and looks after me so well. So that's been really very good, and I've been keeping well. Edmund asked me just to say how I was, and everything has been going well. I've also been able to keep up some of the work with the Banyan Tree, and that with the help of Edmund and Ian especially, we've been able to keep up all the salaries for the women doing the unemployment, the income generating projects, and there must be some 70 or 80 of them altogether. And although they've been in lockdown a lot of the time over the last couple of years, we've been able to keep them with their full salaries and incomes, and provide also some food and medical aid for them. So I'm really happy about that. Perhaps the other small thing which I've had a project which has also been good after coming back here, and that is, I think I've had a long ambition to have a go at writing a novel. The hope was that it would be a novel from a Christian perspective. A serious novel. There are a lot of novels, but they tend to be rather secular, especially at this time. And my hope was to write one from a Christian perspective. And just about 15 years ago, or a little bit more, a young woman asked me to write down her story. She became a Christian, and it was an extraordinary and a remarkable story. So I've made that the basis of the story, and it's also involved in the novel with a young chap who comes from Australia. And I hope it'll work out well, but I've enjoyed writing, and it's been giving me something really to do. So again, I'd just again like to thank you so very much for all that you've meant to the banyan tree over the years, and to myself personally, and all the wonderful friendships I've made through HHI. And I know that God will continue to bless the work which you have been doing so wonderfully over these years.